Hello students, how are you? Welcome to this session of computer. Today we are going to just go through the video of notes of chapter number 2, number system. Okay, so there are certain question answers given in your books and some of the questions we have to do in copy. So let us see, let us understand what are those questions and the solutions. Okay, so the first question is, how can you determine the value of a digit in a number system? Now, this question asked means that what is the value of a particular digit in a particular number system? As you know that in maths you might have just studied before also that for every digit there is a it is having its position, okay, its place value, its face value. In the same way, here also in our computer, each digit in a number system has its own value. So how we can determine that? Let us see. A computer can understand only a few numbers, only a few symbols called digits, and these symbols describe different values depending on the position they hold in the system, in the number. So, okay, we already know that computer can understand the uh, commands and instructions only in the form of particular digits, that is bits. We call those digits as bits or binary digits. Okay, so they are 0 comma 1. Okay, so whether it be any number system, the number system that comprises of 0 and 1 is basically known as binary number system. But in every number system, the digit is having its particular value. The value of any digit is a number in a number can be determined by. Okay, so we can determine the value of any digit in a number by three factors basically. That what is that digit, its position in the number, means the position it is holding in that particular number, and the base of the number system. Okay, base of the number system means as you have studied in the explanation of the video or in the chapter that there are several number, basically four number systems, and they have their own bases. Okay, like 2, 8, 16, 10. Okay, so what is the base of the number system? So upon these factors, upon three factors, the value of the particular digit is determined in a number. So this was the answer. Now let us move towards the second question. What are the characteristics of octal number system? So here now we have to tell the characteristics of octal number system. So let us see what are the characteristics of octal number system. It is a positional number system, has a total of 8 symbols or digits. Okay, so this number system has total 8 digits. The digits in it can be represented with the help of the basically 8 digits, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and the maximum value of single digit is 7. As you can see that the digits can be depicted in form of this, so the maximum value is of 7. Each position of a digit represents a specific power of the base 8. Now here the digits represent the power of the base 8. As it is octal, octal means 8, so these digits have the power of 8 and its base also as 8. Now, our next question is, write steps to convert decimal number to binary number. Okay, so here we have been asked that how can we just convert a decimal number to a binary number. So let us see one example along with the several steps for doing so. So division remainder method is the simplest method to convert a decimal number into other base. Division remainder method, as you have just studied in LCM chapter of your math, so it is of the same kind. So it is the simplest method that is used to convert the decimal number into some other base. So what are the steps required? Divide the decimal number by the new base. You have to divide that particular number that you have to convert by the base in with whatever base you have to convert, so divide the number with that base. Record the remainder. After that, how much remainder it is, so we have to record the remainder. Now the third and the last step is continue to divide till the obtained question becomes 0. We have to divide till that step until our question becomes 0. The note point is remainder obtained will be written in the reverse order to get the binary equivalent. So whatever the remainders we will get, we will write it in a reverse order. Okay, so we will just write in the reverse order, that way we will obtain the answer. Now let us see one example. Convert 25 to the base 10 to the base 2, means you have to convert this decimal number into binary number. So our number is 25, so we have to, first step is to divide it with the base. So base is 2, so we will divide 25 by 2. So when we will divide this, we will get 2 ones are 2, and then we will further divide it as we will get the remainder as 14, then we will again 15. Okay, so we'll again divide it. So we, sorry, okay, student, sorry, okay, 25 it is. So when we will divide 25 by 2, we will get 12 as the quotient, and we'll get 1 as remainder, because 25 couldn't just completely divide 2 couldn't completely divide 25, so we are getting 1 as remainder. Okay, then we'll further divide this 12 by 2 again, then we'll get 6. Here we will get 0 as remainder. Okay, then we will again divide by this 6 by 2, so we will get 3. Again we will get the remainder 0. Now this 3 is divided by 2 again, because we have to just follow these steps until the quotient is 0. Okay, so we will get 2 ones are 2, and we'll get 1 as remainder. Okay, then here we will again divide this 1 by 2. So what we will now we will use 0. 2 zeros are 0, so we will get the remainder as 1. Now our quotient is 1. We will stop this process here, and we will read up this by in the reverse order, that is we'll use 1 1 0 0 1. We will read the remainders in the reverse order to obtain the particular number. So the answer will be 1 1 0 0 1. So this was the method to convert any base number to any particular base number. Here we are giving the example of converting decimal to binary number. So I hope this all is clear to you, the conversion process and the question answers. Okay, this is it for today's video, students. Thank you so much.